struggling hitting the ball with aerials and end up doing that, or you just have to do that to get more down. So I'm just going to be showing you the best just settings, camera settings, whatever, for aerials and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go to that. Now, gameplay. If you want, it doesn't really matter about this, but I think it is best you put unlimited boost and free play mode on. Just because if you don't, it's just not very good for practicing and stuff. This stuff doesn't really, it's best to have main stats only on. If you have all stats on, it's just getting in your way, kind of. Select mode ranks for competitive divisions, that's fine. Then client sign rate high, server sign rate high, infer buffer default, and then bandwidth limit high. Now we move on to the camera settings. Camera shake off, obviously. Field of view, I think it's best like have a field of view off at like 110. It just gives you the best angle for it. Distance 290. It's just either 280 to 310. 290 is like in the middle. Height 100 to 120. Angle just here at 5 or 4. It's fine. Stiffness. Now here's the thing about stiffness. If you have your stiffness all the way up, when you like go to aerial and stuff like that, it's whenever you move it moves your core a bit. So it is best to have your stiffness down at 25. Swivel speed, it doesn't really matter if you're it's either like 4.30 up to I say 830. Transition speed 170 to 120. Invert swivel off, because if you like moving around the place, it's just not very good for aerials. Now we move on to some of the best parts, the controls. Steering sensitivity 140. Aerial sensitivity 140. Control dead zone 5 or 6, but 5 is the best one. Dodge dead zone 0.70. Controller vibration disabled. And ball camo is toggle. Right, now we move on to the most important bit, so this doesn't really matter. So air roll right is square. We have air roll at L1. I think it's best for air roll right at square because you could just hold square and then it just air rolls you like automatically without doing anything else. So I think that is best. And boost R1. Now if you have your boost at circle and your air roll at right, you'd have to kind of move your fingers across the whole thing like that. So you have your like the back of your thumb on circle, the front of your thumb on square. Now we've got interface. Both of these are 100. Doesn't really matter about this, but I recommend this one. Now the nameplate scale is quite big. If you have it at 0, that's not good. But yeah, 100 to 110 is fine. Nameplate mode default. Yeah, it's just better if you have it nearby only. You can't really see when people are coming. Now, match notifications, time updates only. It's not good to have it because say you're playing in a tournament or competitive in a rank, you do not want to get a load of notifications. Connection quality indicators on. Combine mode off. If you feel fine with this on, you can turn it on. Force default team colors, that's on. Just so it doesn't really matter about this and stuff. Notifications during gameplay off. Team color boost meter on. It's just best, honestly. Metric off. If you have the metric on, this will mess up your aerials. This lighting is not very good. I've got the audio, it doesn't really matter. effect intensity low, then lens flares on, and then everything else off. You can see if we put transparent goalposts on, look at the goalposts. If you turn it on, it's darker. I keep that on actually. Light shafts doesn't really matter, keep it off though. Weather effects off. You can't have that on, and yeah. So that's fine. Audio 25, doesn't really matter about audio, but 25, gameplay 18, music playlist 0, put that up to like 5. Music and gameplay, I say around 50. It's not, I don't think it's best. Ambient, that's like very low. I'm gonna put the crowd at 10, ambient at 2. Controller volume, I say at 890. Controller sounds always off. Output type, headphones or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Dynamic range, I think it's good for high, for dynamic range. Just because it's, yeah. Play soundtrack and menu, yes. Now, soundtrack and training is not the best. I don't think that's very good. Yeah, so player anthems, own matches only, streamer safe music, yes. So you're just streaming whatever. It's best to have the safe music on so you do not get banned or whatsoever. Now I'm gonna take us back. See you in a minute. Right guys, I'm gonna show you what the some shots that I have had with these controls on, and this will show you how much better these controls are than most things and everything else. Alright, let's get to the shots.